And welcome everybody to the Brevard Sports Network. Caleb Brown here, live from New Smyrna Beach Sports Complex, where today we have ourselves a great great day of football between the Cudss and the Hawks, as the Cudss will start the ball here off in 7U. Quarterback number 2 is going to take it himself. Dishes out a stiff arm. He's still up. Going down, crosses midfield, taken down at about the 46, 47-yard line. And that's Noah Rothery on the carry. And Rothery picks up a Cudss first down. Apologize for that.
And here he comes again. And I believe now that's number 8. That's David Galloway. And David Galloway takes it down to close to the 30. They're going to officially mark it at the 32-yard line as the Cudss are maneuvering that ball down the field here early. Again, first drive of the game now. The Cudss running that beast offense here, putting athletes back there, and there he crosses the 30. Just taking what the defense is giving him. Now he tries to cut back, and he'll be stopped. That's number 89 on the carry. Whistles will stop that one. That's Julius Phillips on the carry, and Phillips, say he stepped out, be about 2nd and 2 here at the 29-yard line. I believe that might be number 0. Gets to the outside. He could go all the way. Touchdown, New Smyrna Beach. Actually, I think that's either David Galloway or it could be number 11, Weston Yackel. The jersey kind of flipped up and folded on the number, so I couldn't see who scored. But it is touchdown, New Smyrna Beach. And number 2 puts that one in for the point after. That's Noah Rothery. And Rothery with the point after. 7-0, Cudss on top after the first possession. Cudss doing whatever they wanted to, and I apologize for the screen moving. I'm going to get that fixed here, folks. I'd like to thank Big Hits Live for the use of their graphic. Big Hits Live, I'll tell you what, when it comes to photo editing, video editing, Big Hits Live is your go-to source. Josh Vasquez and his team do an excellent job making sure your athletes look good when putting highlight films together and doing player cards and things of that nature. Let's give a big shout out to all of our sponsors here: Natwick Insurance, Dean Stewart Photography, The Cruise Coach, and Total Spine and Orthopedics. 7-0 there on the Total Spine Orthopedics red zone scoreboard. 5:52 left to go here in the first. For the Hawks, there's a pass, and it's incomplete. Quarterback number 12, that's Cohen Widmeyer, who is your quarterback for the Hawks. Had a chance to talk to Mr. Widmeyer on Friday. I happened to see him as I was kind of maneuvering around town. Had a chance to talk to him and his family, and the Widmeyer family. Both Widmeyers, very good at football. Cohen, and then I forget the first name of his older brother. There's a snap. Widmeyer hands off, and There's some stiff arms, but that Cudss defense making things happen. Number 15 on the carry. That's Kane Wallace. Tackled by, I believe, number 5. Check that. That's number 2 came in on the tackle. It's Noah Rothery. 3rd down and about 8 yards for the Hawks. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 8 for the Hawks. Ball spotted at about the 37-yard line. There's a snap. And running the reverse, and I believe that's Widmeyer. Widmeyer taken down into the 39. They might give him the 40. Galloway on the tackle. Bring up 4th down for the Hawks. 4th and 5. Got to get to the 45-yard line to pick up a 1st down and continue this drive. Widmeyer going to take it himself. Widmeyer goes around the left side. He's got open field. Looking for a cutback. Great job by the Cudss kind of stacking that. Everyone had their pursuit lanes. Widmeyer will pick up the 1st down, but there's a flag holding on the Hawks. And that'll negate. And will negate that 1st down. Fourth and 15 here for the Hawks. As that holding penalty is going to push them way back. And the Hawks have elected a punt after the holding. So the Cudss offense will start off with beautiful field position. And the Cudss will take over, and they run that beast offense. There's a snap. And he's going to come around this left side, and look at that. All sorts of room. It's going to be a foot race, and he is going to head to the end zone. Touchdown, New Smyrna Beach. 1 play, 60-plus yards for the score. Noah Rothery with his 1st touchdown of the day. And he'll take this one in. He's going to be in for the point after. And right now it's currently 14-0. Cudss on top, jumping out early. And we'll be right back. First and 10 from the 35. Widmeyer is going to get wrapped up immediately, and big number 89 getting himself in there. It's Julius Phillips, who will get credited with the sack. And Weston Yackel also in there on the tackle. Second and 12 here. Widmeyer looking for a pass, fires, and it's nearly intercepted. The Cudss right now are absolutely dominating this game. We're up 3rd and 12 here for the Hawks. And absolutely dominating so far first quarter. 1:57 left to go here in the first quarter, and the Cudss are doing everything they want to do and then some. There's the handoff, and once again, that Cudss defensive line in there causing havoc is Julius Phillips. And the Hawks are just going to decide to punt, and right now that is the best decision they could make right now. $1:21 left to go here in the first quarter as the Cudss come back on offense for their 3rd possession of the game. Play will be whistled dead. Timeout by the Hawks. And water being run out to the players. And once again, there's the snap, and the Hawks with great pursuit there. That was number 2, Noah Rothery. Second and 5, Cudss from their own 40-yard line. Phillips makes a man miss. He's got to cut back, breaks out of another tackle. Julius Phillips going around the outside, and he'll be taken down for a big loss. All right, so it wasn't as big of a loss as I thought it was going to be. They're giving him he loses a yard. And that will be the end of the first quarter with your score. The New Smyrna Beach Cudss 14, The Suntree Viera Hawks 0. We'll be right back with second quarter action here on the Brevard Sports Network. Again, would like to thank Chrissy Limbeck, Total Spine and Orthopedics, Natwick Insurance, the Cruise Coach, and Uber Zotti for sponsoring the Brevard Sports Network, partnering with us to help youth and prep sports coverage. Without our great partners and sponsors, we could not do what we do, and we thank them for supporting high school and youth sports. Let me know where you're watching from, who you're cheering on in the YouTube comment section. Hope everyone's enjoying a good Saturday. There's Rothery again, and Rothery finds himself to the outside with room to run, and he's got one man to beat. Cuts back. It's going to be another foot race. He cuts back again. Rothery delivers another stiff arm, and finally taken down inside the 15-yard line. Noah Rothery, who's established himself as a star. And there's the handoff, or the snap, and that's number 11. That's Weston Yackel picking up a couple of yards. They can pick up a first down before getting in the end zone. They got to get to the 4-yard line to get into the end zone. And there's Rothery. Rothery making people miss. Rothery spins out of a third tackle. Still cuts upfield. He's reversing the field. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown. Noah Rothery. Check that. That was David Galloway. And Galloway, I believe, with his first of the day. Officials timeout. 6:50 left to go here in quarter number 2. And again, I'd like to thank Eric Natwick and Natwick Insurance for powering the Brevard Sports Network. And I believe that's Julius Phillips powers his way in. And that is an extra point. And guess what? It's 21-7 with 6:50 left to go here in the first half. All right, here we go. It's going to bring up first down from the 35-yard line for the Hawks as they're down 21-7 0 at the moment. And Widmeyer directing his offense. Gets the clap. And he'll dump it off here. Number 4 misses. That's an incomplete pass. That's Theodore Fitz. Theodore Fitz, the intended receiver, tried to swing it out, and Fitz, unfortunately, is not able to catch the ball. And, look, sometimes you got days like this where nothing can seem to go right. Six minutes left to go in the half. Widmeyer, 2 backs in the backfield, calls for the snap. And misconfuzzled play, but guess what? Time to make some chicken salad. Makes 2 guys miss. And he'll be pushed out of bounds, and that's the biggest play for the Hawks so far today. Number 55 on the carry. I don't have a 55 on my roster. That's 65. Check that. Let's try Corbin Sheffy. And Sheffy with the Hawks' biggest play of the day on what looked like a muffled snap. First and 10 from the Cudss 46-yard line. And this is the first time the Hawks have been in plus territory all day long. And it comes with 5.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Can they get a score on the board before we get to halftime? This Cudss defense has been pretty stout so far today. Very fast, getting in the backfield. Widmeyer. Nobody there, and he's going to take it himself. Gets around that left side. Spin move. He's continuing to fight for yards and finally taken down at about the 41-yard line. A couple of Hawks slow to get up. It's Liam Auger on the tackle for the Cudss, and Cohen Widmeyer had the pile landing on top of him, and he'll have to come out for a play. And I think, look, sometimes when you land on that field and that ball hits your ribs, then you have everyone jumping on top of you. It can sting. I don't care how old you are. You feel that ball going into your ribs, and then you have 2 or 3 kids jumping on top of you. That hurts. And you try to take a deep breath, and you're like, okay, why does that not feel right? Number 0, Liam Pryor, the wide out to the far side of the field. There's a snap, and there's number 15. Number 15 caught in the backfield, and I believe that's number 18 was the first one there. Cohen Lancelota gets credit with the tackle in the backfield, and just like that, it's 3rd and 10 back at the original line of scrimmage. Three and a half left to go here in the first half. There's a snap, and it's still Liam Pryor taking the snaps, and he's trying to get around that right side. Cuts it back, and unfortunately on the cutback, may have picked up a couple yards on the cutback And that was tough there. Check that. It was a Theodore Fitz. Theodore Fitz on the carry. 4th and 8 now for the Hawks. We're approaching halftime here. 2:20 left to go. There's a snap. And again, that D-line of the Cudss wrecking havoc. And that'll be a turnover on downs. Cudss will get the ball one more time here on offense. And they've proven they just need one play to put a score on the board. Score here on the Total Spine and Orthopedics scoreboard at the top of your screen, 21-0. There's a snap and makes a man miss. Stiff arm and finally brought down. It was number 8 there, David Galloway. And now there's Rothery. Rothery with the ball around the left side. Rothery's got speed. He has shown it. And guess what? He's got one man to beat. It's going to be a foot race, but he's going to win that foot race into the end zone. Touchdown! New Smyrna Beach Cudss. Noah Rothery. And it's 27-0. 105 left to go here in the first half. And there's the point after. It's 28-0. So the Cudss, again, I told you, it doesn't take them long to score. It's 28-0. And here we go. $40 left to go here in the first half, and Widmeyer saying they needed their 11th man on the field, has to relay the play, and this is a lot of time being taken. Widmeyer going to take it himself. Cuts upfield. Finds a little daylight, but finally brought down by about 3 Cudss, and I'll tell you what, flexing, laying the big hit is one of the quarterbacks, Noah Rothery, who has 2 touchdowns on the day. Rothery getting up and kind of flexing the muscles. Suntree Viera calls a timeout with 14.6 seconds left to go in the half. Folks, I'm going to apologize. We right now we have good signal, but if the signal fades in and out, New Smyrna Beach Sports Complex sits literally, there is a canal that separates them and an airport, so we might be battling some signal issues later on today. For that, I do apologize, but folks, we're going to power through. We're going to bring you all the games. And the Cudss defense again, that defensive line gets in there, and who else but Noah Rothery. And check that was actually Galloway. Galloway and Rothery both actually kind of look the same. But we're at halftime, folks, and with your score, the New Smyrna Beach Cudss 28, the Suntree Viera Hawks 0. We'll be right back in about 10 minutes.